is ready to set up a nationwide firewall system.
पाकिस्तान में इंटरनेट की सुधरवी और सोशल मीडिया एप्लीकेशन की बंदिश अब एक मामूल बन चुकी है।
तो हमारे लिए तो एक शालात चीजें उतरा देते हैं इंटरनेट, इसके बगैर तो हम गुड्स और सर्विसेज काम कर ही नहीं सकते।
Have you ever ordered food online? Have you ordered something else from an e-commerce website like Daraz or perhaps like Panda Mart or something like that? Well, let me tell you, you are part of the gig economy. In Pakistan, the gig economy isn't just a buzzword, it's a booming reality. With 64% of our population under 30 and record internet penetration, we're now the fourth largest freelancing nation in the world. That also shows that many young people in Pakistan are actually dominating the gig economy space, not only in e-commerce but also ride-hailing services or providing freelancing. Freelancers bring in almost 87% more export revenue than our import costs. That trade surplus is huge, and it can be improved because there are a lot of structural issues in Pakistan and we have to address them. We have to look at them. That's what we're going to do today. From designing logos in a Lahore bedroom, some little kid is doing that, for clients overseas, to delivering food on a motorbike in Karachi on platforms like Food Panda or Food Papa, gig work is opening new doors for millions across Pakistan. The Pakistan Institute of Development Economics estimates we lose about $1.3 million in freelance revenue every single day because of recent firewall changes. Let's talk about e-commerce. So e-commerce is one of the major enablers of gig economy in Pakistan. You have platforms like Shopify, Amazon, Daraz. All of these are platforms that you can sell your items and then you can also order from online as well. Pakistan's e-commerce economy has actually seen tremendous growth. We saw from 5.4 billion to 7.7 billion dollars of market size in 2024, as reported by many government and market intelligence platforms. Food delivery and logistics platforms are also hiring millions. But here's the catch. 70% of gig workers report lower net incomes than their previous jobs, thanks to higher operational costs, according to Fair Work research. Above and beyond all of that, these are the structural issues, right? But there are some issues that are actually induced by our government as well. Firewall ka sara experiment jo hua, that experiment costed Pakistan a lot. That costed Pakistan $300 million, estimated by many sources. We talked about a lot of problems in gig economy in Pakistan. Such a huge potential, but what are the challenges? Let's talk about that. Out of 2.3 million freelancers, only 38,000 have bank accounts. That's just 1.6%. Strict AML rules and document hurdles shut many out. Secondly, state-induced setbacks. Aapke jo banks hai, jab these very same people who are bringing in such a huge trade surplus for Pakistan, it's a huge booming part of the economy. यही लोग जब किसी बैंक जाते हैं, किसी actually formal bank system में जाते हैं to get their accounts registered, what do they have to hear? They have to hear that, okay, sorry, आपका account नहीं बन सकता because आपकी income statement जो है वो legitimate नहीं है. These people are bringing in dollars, foreign reserves, which we very much are in need of. Many gig workers face exploitation and fraud. What are we going to do about it? Many people who are working in Pakistan are actually have their locations set in US, Europe. That way they can earn actually much more. Remember 2003 when Pakistan broke PTCL's monopoly, welcomed Zong and Jazz, and saw a digital boom. That's the playbook we need. Creative work is the most important thing. It distinguishes you from that of which can be created by AI. And इतनी huge potential के अंदर हम creative काम के ऊपर, हम intellectual property rights के ऊपर अभी तक laws properly बना नहीं सके और उनको enforce भी नहीं कर सके. कोई भी पाकिस्तान में बैठ के हमारे creative work को infringe कर सकता है, and we honestly can't do anything. We need, number one, financial inclusivity, easier bank access and digital payment solutions. Number two, smart regulation. No more damaging firewalls or stifling monopolies. Number three, worker protection. Fair wages, social safety nets, and strong intellectual property rights. With the right policies and infrastructure, Pakistan's freelancers and entrepreneurs can power our next economic revolution.